Hello and welcome to another Rush video. This time we got the beautiful map Dawnbreaker. The vanilla maps. Doesn't love vanilla maps, right? Dawnbreaker is a weird one, in my opinion. So XP boost, obviously. Why not? Let's run support. Why not? So, this map, at least for 64 players, I don't know for 32, but this map can end in two ways. Either we lose the first set of objectives, the first 3 seconds, also I'm toxic with claymores, so either we lose the first set of objectives, the first 3 seconds, or they never get past that point. This map is probably the definition. I would say it's a very well-balanced rushed map because it can end in multiple ways. It's usually not a single big sweep. As I think most of you know, that usually rush ends in a big sweep, and I don't have a medic apparently. Oh wait, now he has med packs. Like, place the claymore a bit better. Yeah, this is one of the more, oh Jesus Christ, well-balanced rush maps in my opinion. Mostly because it can end either way somehow, shape or form, depending on how the server has made their rule set. Of course, there are rush servers where it's like, yeah, defenders just kill up 1 billion of the enemies. Good rocket. Ow. Well, we got 2 shotguns in there, so we're solid. Yeah, I would say Dawnbreaker is probably one of the more balanced ones because just of sheer fact that it can end in so many different points. And it can end in a lot of fashions. Like, either it's a very close game all the time on every set of points, or it's a steamroll, or maybe the defenders are just rolling over the attackers from start to finish. And we stopped him. So, because I feel like this map has a lot of choke points, and the objectives are placed in such a way that it's awkward for the defenders to disarm, but it's also awkward for the attackers to arm. And he just got smacked. So far, this team is working pretty clean. Ouch. Ouch. Just shoot. Hold M1. Pray. Pray to the gods. Oh no. So... this map, in my opinion, more balanced than most maps. You can definitely argue that certain rush maps are just not good for rush. Certain maps are just not good for rush. I can't think of a good example straight up. And, they have taken over the roofs. I see. Well, then this is super awkward. killed the map. Yeah, and I can honestly not tell you what the fuck is going on. I really wish I could, but I really can't. I think the game deciding... Oh, there's a grenade. The game deciding factor of this map is probably just the sheer fact that it has LAVs. And I think there is a segment on this map which has helicopters. We all know the helicopter warriors and the... Either you have the LAV that's slightly suicidal, or you have the LAV that literally sits in the back of the map and do jack shit the entire game. Die already. Thank you. Or the very rare occasion of an LAV that actually does anything. Just because of how the layout of this map is and where the objectives are placed. I would say this is one of the more important maps to actually utilize your vehicles properly. Without LAVs on this map, you don't have any pushing power. That was a horrible risk. You don't have any pushing power, you don't have any clearing, and it's just generally awkward. But also, with a lot of players, this map tends to become very chaotic very quick. As you can probably tell. This is probably why a lot of people don't watch Battlefield, because there's just a lot of random explosions everywhere. I'm also kind of stuck with a lot of players that don't fulfill their roles. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, and it's very hard to tell what is happening, and it's very hard to play. Rush, baby, rush. I would assume that we have lost this point. So the mistake I'm making, so if you were to play support on this map, I would honestly just, I don't like to recommend it, but just grab an LMG with 200 bullets, hold down M1, don't aim, hip fire and walk, hip fire and walk. That's how basically how you try to utilize support on this map. My eyes. Ouch. Shoot his legs. Leg meta. Poggers. My driver is fragging. And somehow they managed to pile on Alpha, but it's mostly because our LAV is not there. As I said, this map, kinda harsh truth, but the LAV is the carrying factor. I don't like admitting that vehicles are broken, but in this map's case, it's the vehicles that are your pushing power, it's the vehicles that are the defensive power, and yeah, they have 2 LAVs out right now. And we lost A already. Go down with the ship. Fuck it. Boom. There you go. And also, side note, this map, Sniper Haven. After you get past the first point, you can get you can get up to the roofs here on the buildings, and it's basically the 20 times zoom haven up here. It's very good for sniping, and you can be very oppressive with it. Spawn beacons is your best friend at the end of the day. Spawn beacons are just generally speaking very annoying to deal with on this map as the defender, because they can be up on that little ledge as well. Ow. So that's also something to keep in mind. This map is generally very hard to defend on. I would say there's a slight attacker's advantage on this map if you get past the first point or set of points. The first set of points is probably the hardest to deal with. This one can also be a bit oppressive, but nothing too crazy, in all honesty. For the full Magnum and a drink! When in doubt, barrel stuff with Magnum and hope and pray. So this game can go on for an hour minimum. Minimum. Dawnbreak or rush maps has a tendency to be dragged out if they're not, if the attackers aren't steamrolling. Ow. Jesus Christ. Please walk into my claymore. He doesn't see it. Oh. Oh. God damn it. Yeah, people are actually using the L85 A2. Not too common, but it happens. The L85, in my opinion, is not too bad. It's just not as good as the other options, like AEK, F2000, Bulldog, Scar, M416, Ace. Ow. And there goes the base. Also, Dawnbreaker is kind of a disheartening map in general as a defender, because you get one LAV, they got 10 million. Infinite amount. And we're not gonna acknowledge the recon up there now? Okay. Apparently not. I low-key hate being the gunner on tanks and LAVs. So annoying. I'm just not gonna do it, honestly. Almost. Generally speaking, defender has a slight disadvantage, but the map is generally relatively balanced. It's not uncommon for defenders to win, but it's more common that an attacker wins. It all boils down to how stupid are your engineers, or do you have a support or recon in your team that's very efficient with their C4? Which usually are not good things to rely on. There's like gambles, and I forgot that defenders actually get a jet. I kind of forgot about it. Not gonna lie. Probably because most of the times when I'm playing this map and I'm defender, the jet pilot is not the best. I can't really say too much because I personally am horrible at flying. You will probably never see me in a jet. And hello, friend. He's just vibing up here. Like it. How am I not hitting these fuckers? Ow. And there is the helicopter. So set 3 of the objectives, they get a helicopter, we get a jet, and that's kind of the only helicopter counter we have. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Attack choppers are broken. Because flares exist, and there's an LAV. And I think we have lost, if I'm being completely honest. Doesn't look good. So, yeah, there are a few vehicles. I would say that Dawnbreaker has a good variety of vehicles for people who like vehicles, but also people who like infantry. Right now, though, as of right now, I'm playing it on PC, and on PC there are way more vehicle warriors, in my opinion. I think the only thing that's more common on console compared to PC is jet warriors, I think. Not in a way at all, sir, I promise. Boom. Point blank headshot. But yeah, being defender on this map is extremely hard. But if you are good at the game, know fundamentals, and just generally know your shit, you can win at defense. And he got smoked. Magnum and a dream. There we go. Magnum and a dream, baby. Magnum and a dream. All you need. Oh, so yeah, this map is kind of rough in general. Mostly because every objective is locked behind a building and inside like a inboxed area. It generally ends if the basically the attackers have a rough time getting in, but once they get in, they can't get out. Basically means that you have 32 people in a little box with good cover and a set amount of entries, and basically all you can do is kind of laugh and pray that they fuck up, which usually don't happen. Now, I like to set C4s inside this building because people will jump in here before they arm on this objective. This one is probably the defender's best objective. It's not amazing, but it's not as bad as the others. If you are to win as a defender on this map, this is probably the set of objectives you will win through. But again, the attackers have the good tools to work with. Let's say it like that. They armed objective Alpha. The relatively good thing about the defenders is that they don't have to go so much out of their way to get between objective to objective. As you notice, we were very fast at disarming that. And there's an LAV. My favorite. I fucked up the jump. My favorite. There we go. So no, the attackers have a lot of good tools to work with, while the defenders, in all honesty, just be good as engineer. Lol. I would say this is one of the few cases where engineer is probably the best class for a defender. I would usually lean towards medics and just support for obvious reasons, but engineers are very needed on this map because of the sheer amount of vehicles. So, ow, ow, I don't know about that rest, boy. So, again, as I mentioned with the previous set of objectives, they're all boxed in behind or inside a building. And yeah, good luck disarming. Welcome to Dawnbreak. So, I feel like this video, pretty good example of what you have to expect when playing Dawnbreaker. It is one of the rougher maps, 100%. But I would say bring engineers. Bring engineers, that's my best tip. Engineers are more than welcome on that map. Or your suicidal C4 quad bike works too. Anyways, thank you for watching. Drop a like on the enjoy, subscribe. Just do it, honestly. And with that being said, expect more Battlefield videos. I think the next set of game modes will be Chain Link. We should be a bit more spicy. Anyways, take care. Bye bye.